Hey traders, welcome to FX Wealth. Today we're going to have quite a short video just breaking down a trade that I took today on GU, a nice textbook GU long. Without further hesitation, let's just get into it. So the trade I took was based off the 5 minute. My entry was based off the 5 minute, but on the higher time frame, it's based off this order block that was left yesterday. And I think if we go further back, it'll just cement in my idea here. So we had this order block that was left on Wednesday last week. You see price showed bullish intent, left a gap in the market. Price then came back almost to test it and then continue bullish. So we had a breakdown into that region. Then price broke through, taking liquidity below, and then following up after yesterday's New York session, or during New York session after the kill zone, we had this nice bullish move on news yesterday where basically America lifted the debt ceiling so they wouldn't default on their debt. And so we had this massive move up in the markets, a lot of dollar weakness yesterday, and we had some follow through as well. So coming in today, we started to see price retracing on that. And so I, as an entry, wanted to be in line with this overall bullish momentum from last week. And so today, this was yesterday. And so yesterday, we saw price shoot up, start that bullish move, show that bullish intention. And today, I wanted to take a move off of that once I saw reaction. So coming down into the day, we saw this nice breakdown of structure, this very healthy lower lows and lower highs. And once we had this move to the downside, I spotted a trade in the 5 minute to go short, and I had an appointment, so I couldn't really get into it. So I didn't think much of it. At the time, I just waited for price to push lower, take the lower structure, leave this as a 5 minute order block. Happy days. Okay, so that was the entry I was aiming for initially, just to take it lower into this target. So once I had seen that price had continued down towards this order block, almost touching it, and then showing bullish intent off of it. So it shows this rejection candle here, and then bullish intent to the upside to match that initial move. And with the wick, it broke it. Immediately I thought, okay, so we are going to go bullish here. Price came back to test that lower time frame order block, this whole demand zone down here, and you saw this massive bullish intent. So I think it was on the 2 minute chart where I was watching this, and we saw these big candles to the upside. Now, with this momentum that was coming into the market here, I didn't feel like a short would be valid. I mean, yeah, I'm aiming for 1:3, a very healthy risk to reward, but I didn't know how far up this bullish push was going to go. I didn't want to be trying to short the market and trying to call tops here. So I instead opted not for this trade, but to stick to my higher time frame bias trade. So yes, in this case, this trade would have played out. It would have been a very simple 1:3. Would have taken all of 30 minutes to play out. It could have been a very nice 3%, but I don't think it was worth the risk at that point for me. Anyways, so price pushed up like this, and then I just had to wait for the retracement. I set up my order, looked to risk 1% on this. Okay, so basically then we saw price come into this higher time frame point of interest, show bullish intent. We get this change of character, which also left a void, which needed to be full. So it showed its bullish intent, left an order block. Price came back into that order block. And when price was at that order block, I had a buy limit waiting for it. I put my stops a bit below this low because I didn't quite know where price was going to turn around. And you see price almost closed the entire order block. At that point, price started to reverse, and we started to see this big momentum, big bullish momentum come into the market. So on that, I pretty much just chilled for a while. Then once price broke this high, 50% of my trade was complete. So at that point, I moved stops to break even, took some partials off. And towards the end, I slowly scaled out when price was busy dancing around here. And I left, I think, about 15% of the trade to continue running to the top. So overall, as a whole, this ended up being a 1:2.8 RR. So once I had taken partials, and you can see the final target was hit just about perfectly. So that was the trade for the day. A nice, easy 2.8% on this account. And if you're stuck to the whole trade, 1:3.9, and yeah, it's following very simple things. It's a higher time frame, point of interest. You then jump in on the lower time frames once you have confirmation. It is a high probability trade, and you'll see these things play out day in, day out. It happens. So thanks for watching this, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Comment on these videos if you guys have any thoughts, any suggestions for future videos. And if you're on YouTube, give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're on Instagram, follow our page, and yeah, drop a like on this video as well. I wish you guys all the best of the trading week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.